Hello. Oh, damn. Yes, 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 yes. All right, sorry about that. So, future Honey, remember when you're listening to this. Cut off the first, 10 minutes, right? Yeah, yeah. I could do that. So, full disclosure, I do not want wrinkly clothes this weekend, and I did not account for folding my laundry in my crunch time before starting stream. Yeah, so yesterday was tax day, and it was also a day where I didn't start a stream, and I totally did not get distracted by Bunny Garden 2. Yeah, but just going with what we see in in the world of honey today. One of those words is ants. Man, like something has to do with like where I live, but like you can't get rid of them. I have done the sugar water and soap bit. Yeah, I've done like traps and stuff. They just keep coming back. They definitely smell something sweet here and there after it. But you know what? I think we are finally past all of our fake spring. So much so that I took the plunge. I took the plunge and got my finally got my hair cut. So now I'm a nice and short hair honey, who yeah, definitely shorter hair than the model. I was shorter hair than the model anyway, but every time I thought about getting my hair cut, it was like, but then it turns into freezing weather like within 2 days, even though it like feels great and you can be outside and you can be in shorts and go jogging and all that. But then it's ice again. I hate it. But anyway, the new haircut does coincide with the whole thing that's thrown off both last weekend and this weekend, which is going on a road trip. I'm going to see friends that I don't see often, and of course I need to look good, and of course I washed all my clothes. I need to be ready for when I get back, and then I think like the only other thing is that I still need to do some car stuff, like get my tire pressure checked and stuff. Like I could do that before leaving, but yeah, I do have a pressure gauge, so I can just check my tires where it sits right now. But yeah, I've got my golf clubs ready. I'm gonna watch some anime. I'm going to go see hockey. I am not a hockey watcher. I barely know the rules. I've watched hockey before. I've seen professional hockey. Yeah, we're gonna see like a smaller team play, but in any case, I've got free tickets available, and it's a good excuse to see some friends. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. One of the things that I'd like, I could give advice, but I'd also like advice on what to do about groceries when you have a road trip incoming. Like anything fresh, anything like fresh, like fruit, veggies, and stuff. You're gonna lose like 3 days of its lifespan, meaning that you're probably not gonna want it by the time you get back, right? So like, what do you do? It like I eat out enough as is, and I do need to cut back on that. And so like, okay, let's take a step a couple days ago, because this is my efforts to be ready to eat in a more sensible way. And so I go to the grocery store. I take my reusable shopping bags out of the car. I go up to the front door, and it doesn't open. And I look at this. I look at the signs in the windows, and it says, "Store is permanently closed." And I just stood there for a few seconds and tilted my head, because then I turn around, and I look at the parking lot. And there are enough cars there as if it were open. When I go back to my car, like there's like all the cars around me, they're just idling there. I have no idea what's going on. If it's a meetup place, if they're like, I don't know, dealing drugs, if they're selling services, who knows what else. But like, is that what happens with abandoned grocery stores? Because it's been closed for It closed 4 days ago, from what I understand. 4 days ago. So it hasn't been long at all. And it's not like the people in the parking lot were coming to the store. Like, I was the only one who had come out there, and I didn't really know what happened until like a kind passerby stopped, opened his window, and told me what was up. But yeah, so I was kind of beat there, and ended up having to find other food solutions. Today I ended up getting a bagged salad. It was like it was an Asian salad. It was like a ginger dressing with crispy carrots, wonton strips, toasted sesame seeds. And then was there something else in there? I would have liked to have like a chicken or something in there, but yeah, I didn't have it, so I had it as is. And yeah, that made for a decent dinner. And of course, need laundry to go on a road trip, so I've got that folded. I will be packing my suitcase after stream. But yeah, unlike my previous trips, like the past few trips, I've taken Fenrir Blood with me, and he is not going this time. Mostly, I think, because like we're doing something specific, and it's not something that interests him in the slightest. It doesn't involve Warhammer. It doesn't involve tabletop gaming. So yeah, we might be kind of losing him on that one. But anyway, it's gonna be a solo road trip. I'm gonna drive. I'm probably gonna get some Java Monster, and because that's not something that I drink like at all, except when going on a road trip. That's like, just a small joy of driving and getting a little extra caffeine on the go. But I also get to look forward to being a Disney princess, because that's kind of my job when I'm over at their house, is that they have this like pit bull mix, and he definitely wants to be a lapdog. Now they've got two cats who both like me, and that it's a fairly regular occurrence that like I wake up early. I wake up too early. In fact, I probably need to modify my sleep and working schedule a little bit so that I'm more comfortably staying up a little later, or that I'm not getting tired when streaming, because that's what happens if I'm not talking to anybody. Then I start to get sleepy. Now, this. So, I think that Bunny Garden 2 is like the first game that I've really played since starting streaming that has a lot of dialogue. And so, even sitting here by myself playing this game, I'm tempted to voice the lines. I have to stop myself. Like in the first like several minutes of playing the game, I have to stop myself from reading the lines. So that says something that it's been what? It'll be 2 months on the 22nd, so that would be what, next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday will be 2 months that I've been streaming. And let's take a quick look-see at YouTube. Let's see here. So in those almost 2 months, do I see my video count? Let's see more. I have 53 videos in under 2 months right now. But that's I don't have any really short videos. Actually, I think I may have one from like the first couple weeks where I'm just like lamenting things not working. But yeah, like we'll probably chat on Wednesday then. But yeah, the other highlights of the weekend is that I'm probably going to be watching a lot of seasonal anime. I'm still weighing whether I want to tell my friends about my channel or not. Yeah, but yeah. The other bit is that this week I did claim my name on 2 other platforms. So you can't be Honi Hachiman on Twitch or on Blue Sky. But yeah, that was kind of under advice from a friend that even if I'm not actively using them, I should claim my name. I really should. So I think that I think I have my name on all the platforms that I think I'll end up using. If there's any popular ones that I've missed, I've got X, I've got YouTube, I've got Twitch, and I've got Blue Sky. If you've got any other recommendations, I would love to hear it, because I would hate to be barred from my own name. Yeah, but speaking of Twitter, I have been on Twitter a little more the past couple weeks. Like, I mean, I started just by putting my stream notifications there, and it is a place to showcase my thumbnail work, and I do enjoy that. It's a place where I get to be silly, and unlike Poppy YouTube, I do seem to get a little bit of traffic. Like, I'll say at this point that, like, weirdly enough, like, my niche picks are getting the most traffic on YouTube. However, when I look at the analytics, it's because people are searching for those games, and I guess I get chosen because of the limited amount of content on some niche stuff. But don't cry, honey, don't cry. I will not lament the platform, and I will never say. You won't hear me having a mental breakdown and shouting about how it's unfair for male VTubers. I think that I'm having fun, and if the content is good, I don't think it matters if you're male or female. I'm not going to be the judge of whether my content is good, but I do follow probably some of the best advice I've ever heard, which is to listen to your own VODs. Are you interested? Does it keep you interested? And as somebody who didn't like his voice, I think that actually doing this has done a lot for me in how I perceive my own voice, and that I like it a lot more than I thought I did. Now, if my singing were to take a similar turn in my self-esteem, then hey, I think we'll be great. But yeah, like, I am baby on Twitter. I've been there I've been posting there for like a couple weeks. And so, like, as a result, like, there does end up being a lot of follows, and like, at least in the VTuber space, there are enough artists and stuff that may or may not be, looking for a commission if possible. Cast a wide net, maybe catch fish. But also the other thing that I see on there a lot that I am a little confused by are people's profiles that I see are dominantly reposts, and I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Like, I mean, I think it's kind of a good thing for like people that they are followed by, or rather people that they follow. I have no problem with that. If you see me, repost me. If anything, like, I would love to see. I would love to, like, I don't crave to be popular, but I do crave to at least have any amount of people to talk to, rather than me and talk to my chat bot and having a good time by myself. But that's fun in its own right, and if that's all this ends up being, I probably won't keep it up for long term, but I'm having fun as is. So I guess, like, and it seems fairly common too with the channels that are primarily reposts, that I ended up having to like scroll for a while to find anything that is a original post from them. So I'm just wondering, like, if that's, for anyone who is familiar with X, if that's normal. Is it normal to repost a lot of things? Because I don't know. I'm baby. I don't know. But yeah. Other things that happened was that Uh, Actually, no. Those are more talking about other channels and stuff. And I think that we've been going long enough that I should. No, we've been chatting for about 15 minutes. We can keep going. So last week, got to see a few streams from some of my favorite streamers when with the Lunalia, that is the V4 Mirai group. They had their second anniversary, and they had a lot of fun streams, a lot of like casino and gambling things. They did a bunny girl thing, and it was fun all around. It was silly, fun, and that's ultimately what I like to see from VTubers being with each other, is being able to have fun and feel free to let their hair down, be silly. Yeah. And the other thing is that like while working on stuff here, I did have like a couple of different like Pokemon streams on, and I am seeing a trend. I have seen three different Nuzlocks where people have Diglett and it dies. Is Diglett doomed in Nuzlocks? I kind of feel like if I play a Pokemon game, that I kind of want to like go out of my way to have a Diglett in my Nuzlocke party, if it can at all be managed. Like maybe do like a traditional Gen 1 Nuzlocke and get a get a Diglett in the Diglett cave and try to carry it through the end of the game, because like he is a fragile guy, and and it's been to great distress of the streamers every time I've seen Diglett die. But yeah, that's that. The thumbnail today is for tackling the crystal zombie, and I feel like I've stalled enough on getting there. I really should I really should teach that boy a lesson, because last time he gave me a hard time, and I think that Agatha making her instructions to blast him was steering me in the wrong direction. I did look it up, and you're definitely supposed to use the crowbar, definitely. Yeah. Let's get that gun arm down. Let's see. Yep, that's gun arm out. Let's go. Let's do that. Yeah. But the real move when I looked up a text walkthrough was that you do need to hit him with the crowbar. I was going to go and just watch somebody do it, but the game's not popular enough to have like walkthrough videos, and that the only things that I was finding were other people's streams. Let me turn my body a little bit, because I'm winding up off screen. Is that any better? Maybe slide you a little bit. Any better? There. I think that'll. No, I could, with very little effort, I can be off screen. I could be off screen and lose tracking. Is it my phone? It might be my phone. Is that it? Okay, I am apparently drawn to the side of the screen. Is that better? Yeah, I'm still almost off. I got off of the settings where I was moving around a whole lot. I went back to kind of my old settings on that. Let's get the game in focus again, because we are going to resume being Mia, and if nothing else gets done today, we are taking care of that zombie. And we are getting that flashlight. Because that's what we need. All right, let's begin. Okay, character select. We do the squiggly T, which is... Yeah, they're the blood marks. That's right. But yeah, another thing that I did not know about X was that you have to enable private messages. I did not know that. and also that private messages do not show in your, at least on the browser, does not show on your icons. So in any, so we want to go back to the mine, which we did find the shortcut to the mine. We're by the graveyard right now, I believe. Yeah. And so the question is, was it this door? Yeah, I think it's this door. Yeah, because like you know, just in terms of like the three areas branching off of the underground, I think I like this area the least so far. I think that there's the least amount of exploring and the most amount of what looks like solving barriers that are getting in the way of your exploration. Let's see, we also want to get a good read on where we are, because we came in through here, and I think, what's that? Something I can't see. Is that the map? Or a map? But yeah, as long as the area isn't activated, the Goliath shouldn't show up. Yeah, let's not do that. Because our primary goal right now... Nope, what we want... Yeah, we want... yeah, we want the crowbar. Is it... Let's see. It's Y. It's Y. That's what switches your flashlight. Gotcha. Yeah, it's been a week. Yeah. Just needed to remember where my flashlight button was. Let's see. What number are we at? 5? We want to be at 6. So that's the control room. Yeah. That's 9. Is it up here? Yeah, I think it's up here. Okay. Yeah, it's up here. So according to the internet, I need to sneak up on him by utilizing the things in the middle. Which I don't get because he sees me through it. But he is going to leave me alone. Yeah, I did want to find video of it, but I also didn't want to spoil myself on anything else. So I didn't look through anybody else's VODs to find how they did it. Come on. Got him! Got him! Got him! Yeah! Oh, that was easy. Deal with Oswald in the Crystal Cave is the achievement. Scream. Got him. Yeah! Yeah. Do you know how many times I died in the last stream with you? So many. Okay, if we could get the flashlight, then I think we're golden. Let's see. Yep, so that's one of our guys' portraits. No, it's not. Likes was the family name of the people who were at the castle. What was the names of the guys here? Let's see. Okay, we've got a letter. My dear, I thought a lot, and I made a decision. I gave up trying to find the solution to lure Goliath into the containment zone and get out of there in time. I know you wanted to test that cracked radio from the graveyard to see if it has any effect here. But we can't keep waiting for Amy. I don't see how deja vu could help us here anyway. We can't risk it anymore. The only way out would be if I could teleport out while the door is closing. That's impossible. So, I will trust Callisto's plan. I'll bring the explosives and bait him in. I won't even try to lock us in. Things will be different, won't they? It's hard having to leave a letter, especially since writing through these crystals is weird. Wait, what? It's hard having to leave a letter, especially since writing through these crystals is weird. Oh, is he blind and he's seeing through the crystals? Is that what it is? He's like looking at himself. But I know if I told you, you would convince me otherwise. This blood beast puts our entire plan at risk. Everything would have been in vain. And think about it. The only way of truly saving Goliath is the other ending. I don't want to do this, to leave you here all alone. But I will do it for us. I'm heading there now. I love you, and I will always do everything for you. In every possible ending. Alan. Okay. Alright, so the takeaway there is that locking the containment zone may not matter, but also that explosives were a tried method to lure Goliath into the containment zone. Is there anything else of consequence in here other than making this a place I can go through and safely activate this without it shutting off? Emergency room agents. Please try to leave the crystal here activated so that agents with a high level of vision atrophy can see the utility closets more easily. Oh, Oswald. Wait a second. Yeah. Just to be sure. Anything else here? But why did I never thought he would. I was only trying to save Goliath. How would I know? I sabotaged the explosives. I lost everything. All I have left is the other ending, or the void. Well, that's ominous. But that also does speak to what happened here. That they may have tried to go through with this plan, but there was also that one of them was convinced of Goliath's humanity still, and was thus not willing to end him, I guess. Medical attendance form. Alan Portlash. Portlash, that's the name here. Crystal Cave. Blood type B+, age 48. And look at those glowy green eyes. Vision atrophy continues to worsen. Green coloration progressively takes over the entire eyeball. Almost complete loss of sight. Unable to see, except through the crystals, atrophy seems to be irreversible. Uh-huh. Okay. But that means that we should be able to turn this room on from the control room. Okay, I thought that was the TV. Yeah, so as a side effect of looking for the crystal blood zombies, that's the one. Come on. He's going this way. He's faster than me, for sure. I'm losing him. The dog can follow him. I see. Did he go this way? Can you smell him? So that's his path. You're smelling his path. So we did go this way, it looks like. Maybe? Let's see. I can hear him. Like, this one I don't think required any sneaking up. It was more, the guidance was to corner him. I can hear him. He's here. Where is he? I can still hear him. Got him. Yeah. Oh, man. Mission accomplished. Stream over, guys. Right? We got it. All right. Okay, what? Okay, there is a crystal in that. I mean, otherwise it looks like it's a flashlight. So it's like shining a light through a crystal, I guess.
I think this flashlight was stuck in the creature. It's definitely one of the Order's flashlights, just like mine.
Uh-huh.
But this one is custom made. There's a crystal on the lens? Yes, Big Head. This might be made for something else.
Yeah.
If this thing is beaming crystal light, then it won't be of much use here in the cave.
But
But it might be good to give it a go in other places.
Yep.
Whenever I stop by the underground, I'll let Agatha and Samuel take a look as well.
Okay. So I think that our path here is that the place I want to see the most is the Spiral Castle, because I already have ideas of how to use this, and I also want to see its interactions with the zombies and the tyrant there. Is it just yeah, it's on the wheel. Yeah, okay. But also the generator in the basement that, as far as I could tell, needed more power. And that notes in the notes there did suggest. What am I? Oh, that's the cursed item room or whatever. Yeah, I see. I was like, I see items in here. Okay, we've already... This isn't where we wanted to go. But we'll show it to the team. Hey, Agatha. Adapted flashlight.
Agatha, look at this. Some agent of the Order put a green crystal in this flashlight. Now it seems to be emitting that same light the crystals also emit when they're turned on in the cave. Now it seems to be emitting that same light the crystals also emit when they're turned on in the cave.
Did you just repeat a line?
It seems that these agents were really willing to try anything, especially at the time. Even today, there are agents who are afraid of using the paranormal as a tool.
You mean like me?
Yeah. No, but you have your reasons, I guess. What I'm saying is that, apparently, some agent wanted to use this paranormal light to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Paranormal objects usually have bizarre interactions with one another. So something in the perimeter must have had a special effect when it's close to that light. If I were you, I'd take this flashlight around and test it on a lot of things.
Sounds good.
You never know what might happen.
Yeah, I think we're good for you, Agatha. And Samuel, do you have anything? And also, we need to pet the dog. Loopy! Loopy! Loopy? What are you doing? I need to talk about interact to restore sanity. Oh, come on. You can do it. Oh. Oh, yeah. We're good now. Samuel, any word about the flashlight?
Hey, take a look at this flashlight. It's just like one of ours, isn't it?
You bet it's the same model we use in the order, only it looks older. I'm sure it belonged to an agent who was in the perimeter.
And someone retrofitted a green crystal from the cave onto its lens. So as well as normal and ultraviolet light, it also emits the light from the crystal.
For someone to go to all that trouble of assembling a custom flashlight, it's because they really needed to use that crystal light outside the cave. Keep using it. This flashlight should come in handy somewhere in the perimeter.
Yeah, we're following the notes of those left behind, or of those that came before, that we needed to take this to the castle. Because as much as I kind of generally hated the used skeletons, I still like the spiral castle itself more than I... What is... Okay. I wonder if... Yeah. Okay. After a few weeks investigating the inside of the cathedral, I'm sure the answers are in there somewhere. I just need to understand. Murals and symbols, the chains, the hall. I'll keep investigating the cathedral along with the mansion. I'll find something. Callisto Basad. The enigma, the fear, the ending. Uh-huh. I will say that the crystal flashlight is a lot brighter than the black light. Enough so that it's probably going to be easier to toy around with than the black light was. Because the black light, you're like sacrificing visibility to use it. Okay, and so while playing around with this, we're also just hoping to see if and where it interacts with things. And I have high hopes for the ooze and the castle. Let's see, I believe that the castle was up here. That or that's the cathedral. It's interesting that the crystal flashlight turns off and on when I switch from running. Crystal Cave, Spiral Castle. Then from there, let's see. So I guess we try to go north from here. I thought we'd... Well, maybe we haven't spent much time in this area. I was kind of surprised there were still normal blood zombies about. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's get him, get him, get him. There we go. This should be the castle. Yeah. So the black light already like effectively turbocharged the black ooze. I'm wondering if like the crystal is like a supercharge. We'll try to go for the side entrance over here, because there's definitely ooze things to look at over here. It halts him. Oh, you sweet child. Am I not able to finish you? Can I just stop you? Oh, that's going to make my life a lot easier here. I mean, it's not the solution for finishing them for good, but it's going to make fighting them a heck of a lot easier. Huh. That interaction doesn't seem to be the same on that ooze. Okay. What about the molds that were down here? Okay, it may not just be running, it's that I can't just have it on all the time. It'll switch itself off. Yeah, he moved immediately. I see. I see. So it effectively stops time for them. I beat them up, and then I, okay, we need dog powers. Yeah. Who's a good boy? I'm kind of curious if this has... Oh, what? Hang on. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Okay. So I do have ideas. When the petrification of the pillars is complete, they must be moved immediately to the graveyard of melodies to apply the mark of fear in the fissure area. Only the god of fear can bring about the other ending. I wonder... Crystal does become a way I can look at things. Huh. Not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, I have ideas about how to utilize this. So if I do this, it would become loopy. There is another one here. Yeah. Yeah. Figured that might be the solution. Loopy. He went through the pipe for some reason. Okay. But there's paper and probably a way to open the fence. The pillars will be petrified in the external area of the castle. The casts are ready and my calculations have been completed. The ooze will flow through the canal system straight from the top of the castle. With the synchronization system of the clocks in the 3 towers, drainage will not be a problem. Okay. I mean, maybe it's something with the controller that, like, zoom seems very strange. Like, as in, zoom very much looks at, like, a part of it. Let's see. The agents from the castle will help the cave staff to connect the power cables, which will come out from underneath. The pillars, they will need constant and very intense electrical impulses to remain permanently petrified. Alan hasn't managed to finish the perpetual engine project yet, but I trust him. Let's see. Diago has a plan to generate enough ooze, but I wish I could find another way. Right. Okay. Does Callisto have anything to say? Nope. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna feel fairly safe here with the, as long as I've got the crystal light active. Yeah, stop for me. What? Oh, it's flickering on me. Okay. Well, let's use one of our med kits. Okay. Nice and healthy. Okay, so we've gotten access to what I presume these are the doors to the towers. This one opens. Huh. Unlike the ones in the inside the castle. Okay. Let's just continue our exploration. Open this gate. Right? Yeah. I'm actually happy to be back here after the caves, because I found this place a lot more interesting, like, visually, and that you're finding things to explore or examine more. Finally, now I know. I used the crystal flashlight that Alan sent from the cave, and the effects of the light on the ooze are unbelievable. The ooze has a unique behavior with the light generated by the crystals, quite unlike UV light. This has to reveal the answer we need, Dad. I'm keeping everything in my research area in the central tower. Take a look at what I've written there. You need it to understand this so that we can complete our part. I think this can even help you solve the problem of synchronizing that clock tower that's always too fast. Now I know how to accumulate the ooze we need. We just have to get everything ready. Huh. So it seems kind of situational where the crystal flashlight affects the ooze, because the stuff here, it doesn't. It just doesn't seem to have an effect on it. Is that a tape recorder? It looks like a tape. No, that's a book. Okay. Yeah, the only thing is that they won't let me use the use the crystal light all the time. Where am I now? We have many clocks. No, real talk, where are we? I imagine we're here. And we just unlocked a door. Can I? It stops him. Can I beat him up while he's frozen? No, I'm just stopping him. It doesn't stop him entirely. Or at all if he's moving. Huh. Curious. There it does. That seems pretty finicky. What is that? No, what are you doing? Can I finish the tyrant? Yeah, once again, there's no engagement, so I'm gonna say no. But I can stop him, and that's pretty good. I'll take that. And from there, we also have stairs going up. Oops. I spooked myself. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we've got the sound of, like, the sound that we heard with Diago's clock, that it was moving too fast. Okay. Okay, so according to the notes, like, we may need different things for the 3 clock towers. Because this one would stop the fast clock, presumably. Yeah. Let's see. Huh. Okay. So we will also go to the basement, which I don't believe that the green light is having the effect on the ooze that we would want for the basement, but we can still check it out. Are you just lurking out here? You are. Yeah, I don't remember him having that death whirlpool before. Oh boy. Oh. Screw you too, pal. Yeah, so there were notes in here that also mentioned a way to take care of it permanently, but we'll see. Anything in here that this affects? Oh, that's the swamp. I'm dying. Yeah, try again. We've already looked at whatever that exclamation point is, haven't we? Yeah. 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 But yeah, we kind of do want to get to the basement. That's... There we go. Okay. And I do remember that we were able to look at this for whatever purpose. Yeah, I'm still not sure what to make of this. I mean, I would assume that the interesting thing about this is the pocket watch, but other than that, not really sure what to make of it. Yeah, I keep running into the tyrant somehow, because he seems to also be here. Does this have any influence on these guys? Because, like, he's out there making his own fun. So the tower on the right definitely has a green glow when you have the crystal flashlight on it. Doesn't here. Not sure if that's just for lighting then. But I think that's, yeah, the same as it ever was, that the different color paint on the wood planks. Yeah, but we're going to the basement. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's keep our companion, the safety flashlight, at the ready. What? I know there's another one down here. There he is. Oh. Yeah, that flashlight's just gonna, you know, turn off at pivotal moments. Huh. We've been in here, right? It's been a little bit. Okay. I think we want the black light for this one. Yeah. Yeah, we have definitely read that book. Was that the only thing of note in this room? It may be. Oh, it was on the floor. Yeah, let's continue our exploration. These guys don't care, so they're decorative. But yeah, let's patch up. I don't like that we've got this, like, constant grunting going on here. Ooze reaction to the electricity test. In one of the tests to destroy the ooze skeleton, I noticed a peculiar reaction when exposing the ooze to a direct flow of electricity. The material seems to stiffen, taking on a solid, immobile aspect. This is an effect that needs to be studied. The petrification effect is temporary. The higher the charge of the electric flow, the more intense the effect. In other words, more energy equals petrifies for longer and in greater quantity. The petrified ooze is completely solid, indestructible, and resilient. An object covered in petrified ooze also becomes indestructible. Okay. Oh, actually, more pages. The temporal distortion of the ooze does not seem to directly affect the electricity current, although it does affect the generators. This means that an ordinary generator is much more efficient using the anachronic device's findings. Oh shoot. Wrong flashlight. Nope. Ah. Damn. Crowbar. We can't get in the cage here. Okay, the green does work on it. Can the dog push the button? Is that my answer? You can. That's the answer. Oh my gosh. Alright. So here's Honey learning from the generator outside. It goes like, and maybe should have learned it from the first time with the generator outside. It's like, dog can press the button. Opens the dented door in the spiral castle. Is the achievement there. Okay, so I would have definitely been able to do this last time. No flashlight. But once again, Crystal Flashlight is my friend here. I like you, Crystal Flashlight. It's all wrong. It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. Okay. Was Callisto here? There is not enough ooze. They're all gone. We used them all. We've killed them all. And we're still not even close to what we need. What is missing? The unhaunted one needs to be right. I need this. Something is missing, but what? I can't waste any more time. I can't stay that way. That way. The vision. I need to find an answer. I need the other ending. Okay. That note was mostly in invisible ink. Yeah, ooh, this is still pretty grotesque in here.
It would be so much easier if they didn't scream.
Oh.
But we have no choice.
Oh?
It's very hard. I remember the face of every single one of them. I couldn't even forget the first one. The lives of all of them. Their moments being consumed, withering away.
Huh.
Are you still wasting time thinking about it?
But it's hard to forget, son. It's like I see them all when I go to the dungeon.
If you would just focus on helping me out instead of dwelling on this, we probably would have made much more progress.
I'm sorry, son. You're right.
So the likes family drama.
Another one finished. I'll deactivate the spiral. You take care of the rest.
Huh.
Should I still take them to the dungeon? The ooze over there, it's regenerating them. The whole castle is getting full of
Doesn't
escalate.
matter. What matters is that we play our role, Dad.
Huh.
None of this will make any difference.
Okay, son.
I mean, this is the same thing. Oh.
Fuck. This alone is not gonna be enough. I need to find another answer. Another answer.
Diogo's not sounding so hot.
He needs to stop worrying. He has to. These deaths mean nothing. They mean nothing. Nothing. The other ending. The god of fear will change everything. Callisto said so. Everything will be fine at the other ending.
Right.
Why is this still recording?
Yeah, so, like, there seems to be, like, varying amounts of support of working on this project towards the other ending, which, that's very brutal, the, hooks in the face. But, that they're seemingly believing that, what they do will not stick. That what they're doing is going to result in, well, another ending. Yeah, let's climb the stairs. Back to the first floor. Out of the dungeon. Okay, more clocks. Sounding. We've got the crystal holder displays here. Huh. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Casting green light here, but for what purpose? And the camera changes for this. There's definitely something to this. Rapid withering? Or rather, rapid aging. Let's see. Let's turn the light for... The reaction of ooze with UV light is impressive, but the distorting effect of paranormal light in ooze is unique. And while I was analyzing the light emitted by the crystals during the tests on the ooze, I discovered that it inclusively overpowers the UV light. In other words, when we point a UV light source and a paranormal light source at the same time, only the distortion caused by the light from the crystals occurs. Oh. Hang on. So in other words, when we point a UV light source and paranormal light source at the same time, only the distortion caused by the light from the crystals occurs. I don't have an answer for this yet, but if the UV spectrum is the most intense visible, and yet the paranormal light spectrum is stronger, it means that this light is definitely special. These crystal spotlights and also the flashlight that Alan sent are going to be very useful for us here. I'll find out how it can help us solve our problems in the castle. Diogo likes. Dad, the flashlight is no longer here with us. Theo came here and took it because he wanted to do something in the cave. Why does that kid wear so much perfume? That smell stays on long after he leaves the room. Oh boy. He might have been the zombie that we chased down to get the flashlight. Also, that's not Callisto writing that. That would be Diogo. Interesting. I see. So yeah, the black light does wither the flowers here. But over here, it will not wilt the flowers that are under the green light. Got it. Okay, that makes some sense. Whether we will find a use for that soon is up to the game. Alright, we unlock this door. I'm curious, does restoring sanity also restore your health? Come on, Loopy. I feel like for most of these I've had to walk Loopy there myself. Well, let's ask Loopy about the ritual notebook.
Remember that note we found in the graveyard? You know, the one from Callisto mentioning his notebook and a ritual?
Yeah.
From what Callisto wrote, he left his notebook here in the castle, somewhere in the library. And this ritual in the notebook is certainly important for finding out what happened here in the perimeter and investigating the graveyard further.
Okay, so we're a couple steps behind here.
Yes, and we also found that weird piece of paper from Callisto down in the basement of Straw Mansion. On the back of the paper there was a drawing, a kind of map of someplace here in the library. That must be where Callisto left that notebook. We need to find the notebook and bring it to Agatha. I'm sure she'll know what to do with it.
And we kind of...
Hey, Big Ears, did you notice something about that huge creature? Ah, I know you were running for your life, so was I, Dummy. But I'm telling you, there's something weird about it. The photo the Order took of him in the past is different from how he looks now. He has an extra head, a dangling arm. Logically, we know that this tyrant was once a person. Or actually more than one person now. In any case, this is the greatest threat in this castle. I don't know either. What I do know is that there's no point in wasting ammo on this beast.
Yeah.
If it comes for us again, it's best to just run. At least we're good at that.
Yeah, that's, yeah, let's just hug. Yeah. Good boy. Alright. Leave. So we still have more to explore here. And we did... No. Some incompetent member of the team managed to damage the gears in the central clock tower. If the hand is stuck, just increase the speed of the internal generator until it accumulates enough energy to propel the hand at once. Okay. Okay. I mean, we've got the indication that we want to synchronize the towers, but for why, don't know. But I'm assuming that the sound that we're hearing here is like the pace of this clock, whereas the first tower we were in was the high speed. Let's see, tower synchronization system. Thanks to the temporal distortion in the Well, let's get a flashlight. Thanks to the temporal distortion in the castle, the drainage system needs to be synchronized in order to function. So we use the castle's clocks as a reference point. When the clocks are synchronized, the system will work. Let's see what to do here. Source safety lock. Investigate why the hands get stuck. And manual synchronization. So we kind of got the left tower that we need to use the crystal flashlight on the mechanism. We also have the indication that we need to just like turbocharge this thing. I see. Okay. So what, are we trying to get all the clocks to rest at the same time? Is that what's up? Does it get stuck at the same point each time? Or we broke it out? Okay, we broke it out of getting stuck, it looks like. Also, we've got 2 green lights. Also interesting. Meaning that the one that they marked for manual. Well, let's see. If the spotlight is malfunctioning, use the crystal flashlight. Unlock it with the 3 synchronized clocks. A power surge should unlock the clock hand. And pay attention to the sound. Yeah, I was just mentioning that. The sounds of the 2 towers were different. Okay, so this is where we will eventually go, because that seems to be our destination. What we need now is how to get into the 3rd tower, which should be on the right side as far as we're relative to where we're looking. Also, we have new loopy dialogue. Yeah, let's see, so West Clock Tower.
Okay, now I'm thinking about that clock in the West Tower.
Uh-huh.
At that speed, it's impossible for it to stay in sync. But if by then we'd already managed to synchronize the other 2 clocks in the castle, and then I stop the West Tower's hand in the right place, all 3 hands will be synchronized for a moment and the door will open.
Okay.
But there's no way of turning off this clock. And it's all full of ooze. In that thing we found about the synchronicity of the towers, it mentions a crystal flashlight.
Yep.
Which means that without this crystal flashlight, there's no way to synchronize the clocks. The goal then is to synchronize the other 2 clocks first, take this flashlight, and use it on the West Tower clocks somehow.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan. Oh, yeah, I didn't really get a resolution there. If surely restoring sanity wouldn't also heal you. Yeah, no. But we do need to get to the East Clock Tower. Yeah, we gotcha. Yeah. Oh, you're right there. I walked into you. Okay. It's the bathroom up here. Yeah. But like that thing sounds like it's in pain like all the time. And he just happens to be camping out the east, which is where I want to inspect to find the tower. Maybe we just juke him. Okay. So we're back at the library. Yeah, this is where we're at. And we could just walk in. Okay. Did we just... We'd seen the two other doors the first time around, and we just assumed that this one was also locked. It wasn't locked. Okay, but we have access to all three towers now. Oops. Now let's actually read this thing. Callisto, everything's sorted here at the castle. The source chamber is ready. My father insisted non-stop that he should be the one on the throne. But there's no way, and he knows it. He's too old. It has to be me. So you'll have to rely on him to finish petrifying the Ooos while I'm on the throne. Don't let my father slack off. Please, this has to work. He can't jeopardize everything. Diogo Lakes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. Loopy doesn't like it in here. For sure. Okay, but now we've got our shortcut to the castle. Which is nice. We wanted this. And so, allegedly, the tower here needs to be set manually, and the notes say to listen to the sound, which hopefully there will be something there that lets us identify what time it is at the central tower. Diogo and George, I'm sending you the spotlights we made with the crystals here in the cave as you've requested. We really hope you can find out more about the Ooos using the paranormal light, because it's very hard to solve that perpetual engine that Callisto suggested. I've also sent you a special flashlight that I've retrofitted. I've attached a crystal to it so it's capable of emitting paranormal light. When you've finished using it, I'll ask Theo to bring it back to the cave. If you need any help, I can send some cave agents over. Now that there are spotlights around, they'll be able to see. Oswald sends regards. Alan Portlush. Okay. That's that. Okay, let's see what our mechanism is here for working with this. I see. I think I get it. Yeah. So what I think we're going to try to do is to have it stick at midnight. That's or noon, however you want to put it. Because I think that's going to be easy to follow. Is that right? Or is that 11? But I also, like, I'm listening to the sound here, and reminder, synchronize the ticks. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, the sound here, just listening to it. It's the ting, tong, ting, tong, ting, tong. Yeah. So... I'm just thinking about whether we want our end state to be stopped or to be in motion. And I think we want it to be stopped. Like even now, I'm just like thinking back. What was it running when we came in? And I'm not sure if it was. Huh. Okay, but we've got that as close to 12 as we can likely manage. Let's go back to the central. Because I think the end state is that we do want them running, because they will need to be able to coincide with the west tower. It's just how do we get these ones in sync with each other? Oh, he spawns there. Okay, that's good to know, I suppose. Come on. You're frozen. Okay, let's get in here. Get up the tower. See what we can do about synchronizing this guy. Uh-huh. So we've got it stuck there. I see. I think. Hang on. How would this work? If we were trying to synchronize... then... because as it is, this is trying to run faster than the other clock. Yeah, because I'm just listening to the sound here, and it, to me, it's got the same like pacing as the tick-tock of the other clock. Does that change when I accelerate it? Okay, and then it gets stuck again. Okay. So let's see where this gets stuck here. Or if it will on its own. Because it was around the 4 o'clock. I thought. Huh. So we, oops, I accidentally accelerated it. Okay. Duh, 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 duh. Yeah. Yeah, but just you watch as I continue to screw this up, right? But yeah, because I don't think that my understanding of it has improved here. Like I understand how I can interact with each of these. There we go. That's us lining up the seconds. So did these two clocks move at the same speed? Is my question then. Because surely they don't need us to synchronize the hours, do they? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, well, just for our peace of mind, it is at about 2 o'clock right now for the hours. So we'll see if we can get the central tower anywhere close to 2 o'clock. Ah! I did it again. It still does amuse me a bit that yeah, if you step into that, you cannot get out. You don't have enough time. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Well, I wonder how or if that affected my hours on here. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. just accelerating you by like an hour. So I am kind of curious what this... Oh, hang on. This has a time on it. 10:10. Should that be what we're going for? So just thinking here, we probably want all 3 clocks running, but that makes them really hard to line up. Because to actually finish the puzzle, we're going to have to be in the west tower, because we need to actually be shining our flashlight on it. So somehow we have to get these 2 in sync. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's run over and say, look for if we're close to 6 o'clock. Actually, we can't adjust the hours on the other one, so it's the central tower. We're gonna have to play with it to get the hours on track with each other. But how do we get the minutes on track? Seems like a really daunting thing to do. Or rather, the seconds, we're not dealing in hours, we're pretty much dealing in seconds and minutes. Oop. So my hours may be like 1 ahead. Maybe. Or my minutes. Surely they don't want me to be like running a stopwatch. Something as I go between these. How do I keep them straight? Yeah. Got anything helpful? Okay. Synchronize the clocks. Because the other wrench is that the central clock does get stuck. Like if I go back, it might be stuck again. I mean, the other possibility that sticks out to me is maybe different minutes have a slightly different sound. We also have our cork board over here, which we haven't looked at since the last time we were here. See if there's anything that applies. Let's see, temporal distortion. What time is on that picture? Also, like 10:10. Okay, we've got a generator. We've got the molds that are outside. This is presumably in the source. That would be behind the door that we're trying to get to. Huh. It's an older version of the Tyrant. Okay. That's Yuri. Source chamber. How to drain the ooze. Synchronizing the clocks in the towers. Okay. So yeah, nothing especially cool there. Let's see if Samuel has anything for us about the clocks. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Sam, there's an important door here in the castle that's locked. I think the Order used some kind of sound synchronization to get it open.
Synchronization? Let me see if I can find anything here.
So, I see that the agents have created a synchronization system to block this door. It seems that they've used it to synchronize some system that runs through the entire castle. In short, the clocks in the castle's 3 towers need to be in sync in order to unlock the door that leads to the source chamber.
Got it. Man, if they came up with such a crazy scheme for that door, it was meant to protect something really important up there.
Yeah, apparently, like, what looks like a chair that consumes people to make ooze.
How will you be able to hear the clocks and synchronize them if each one is in a different tower?
Radio?
So, there's a main clock at the top of the castle that makes a really loud noise.
Okay.
You can hear it when you're inside the clock towers. You just have to pay attention.
Okay.
Ah, so we good. You just have to use its sound to synchronize with the other 3 clocks.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too. Thanks for your help, Sam.
Ah, it's nothing. Wait. You did all that talking, I just listened.
Yeah, but you're a really good listener.
Huh.
Well, if you say so.
So the minutes may not be important.
We got this, Mia.
If we just need their sound to be triggering at the same time. Okay. See if Agatha has anything about it. No.
Aggie, here in the castle there are some floodlights that were apparently brought back from another area of the perimeter, back in the cave. They emit this strange greenish light. It's just that being around it is hard to even describe. Anyway, it's definitely some kind of paranormal light. And it seems to have a very strange effect on the ooze as well.
What do you mean strange?
There was this ooze creature here that seemed to be paralyzed by this light.
Then it makes sense for them to have placed these floodlights around the castle to stop these creatures.
But I don't think that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
The agent who brought these floodlights to the castle wrote something about finding more about the ooze using paranormal light. It seems that they needed to do something with the ooze, and they believed that this light could help.
It's so weird to think of these agents of the Order messing around with paranormal things like that. It seems like they were in a hurry to solve something. That paranormal light looks pretty badass. It would be cool if you could carry it around.
One of the agents mentioned something about someone looking for a crystal flashlight.
Oh, yeah?
Then it must have something to do with that cave.
Uh-huh.
If you haven't been there yet, look it up, because that flashlight would sure come in handy there in the castle.
Way ahead of you. Alright. Maybe. So we've already got the seconds lined up. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's see. Spiral Castle of Immortality. Creator and manager Yuri Straw. The tyrant was found in the source chamber, huh? Okay. Okay. Dungeon laboratory and access to the central tower. Got the east clock and the west clock. Petrification of the pillars. That's what the molds were outside. Uh-huh. I'm a little curious about using the paranormal light on the anachronic device in Diogo's room. So I think we're gonna go check that out, especially since it trumps the UV light. In terms of its effects, and the anachronic device was has UV lights attached to it. I can hear you. Yeah, you're just waiting for me. Oh, damn it! Smaller one. I was ready to run past the big guy, and the small guy was right in front of me. Ah. Come on. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Open. Why won't it open? Do I have to go in from the outside? Or does it conveniently not open because this guy's here? Well, we got beat up pretty good. In both sanity and physical damage. I see. Press the button. Okay. Yeah, so the one that was sped up by the UV light instead goes to a full stop. Which that checks out. Did we have a sanity carpet? Or did we just throw ourselves at the monsters? We might throw ourselves at the monsters. Hi, Tyrant. I'm right here. There we go. Oh, there was one here for the sanity. We can also go outside here, which I thought I had, like, unlocked the interior door. I think that one's definitely open. Yeah. Beat you up. Finish you. Then we get in the clock tower. Yeah. We can hear the central. I wonder if that's close enough. I just want to, like, observe for a few seconds more. Yeah, we could go check, see if that counts as synchronized. Just to have the seconds match, or at least close enough to matching. Yeah, because she makes an unlocking noise there. Yeah, he's just, like, conveniently in the way. Okay. So surely if I run this way, you're not going to be in my way, right? Elsewhere. Yeah. There's a first aid kit. And ammo. Yeah, I think that some of that stuff does respawn as you use it. Doesn't? Huh. I see. Using the green light on it, it kind of broke it. still sticky. I'm curious now. Just a second here. It is. Okay, so the green indicator on here does tell you it's in good shape. That it's healthy. And so if we're gonna take that at face value, then we're gonna see if our east tower has a green light or a red light on the engine. Yeah. I mean, surely, yeah, he is camping. Yeah, definitely there to be a menace. And he is where they need him to be in the way. So this one is off. That's... So we got that to green. Alright. Get out of the library. We'll go back to the central tower. Come on. And I hear you stomping around out there. Yep, you're all right. We just run. We run, we run, we run. It's all green. For whatever that means. There we go. Synchronize the 3 clocks in the spiral castle. That was not as specific as I was expecting it to be. So yeah, we got that. Call that some classic overthinking. So what do we have in here? Because this is not ominous music at all. That's also... Let's see. Drain system activator on the left. The ooze is sent to the petrification area. Hand synchronization gears. UV lights to accelerate the consumption of potential energy. Source throne adapted for drainage. The ooze generated accumulates around it. Source throne adapted for drainage. The ooze generated accumulates. Alright. Tower synchronization mechanism for ooze drainage. Okay. And then never disconnect the 3 anchors at the same time. Do we have any UV light hints? We do. Adapted source chamber to adapted eternal chamber. Crystal for eternal ooze generation until my roll is complete. Backup electricity source to prevent failures. Overlapping lights to prevent my aging. Spotlights to prevent rusting and breakage of the long-term support anchors. So I'm getting the vibes here that I'm in for a fight. Let's look around the room. Diogo is here. Under a paranormal light. You alright, buddy? This is my one thing I can interact with.
Hello? Are you alright?
Oh, no, you're not alright.
What's going on with you?
Loki, we have to do something.
Oh, no. Okay, Mia, what do we do? Do we unhook him? Is that how we do this? I see. Ow. You had a ranged attack? I didn't realize you had a ranged attack. So what do we do? It's definitely a clock hands thing. Perhaps a little bit of get out of the ooze. Yeah, I got that part of it. That Loopy saw that Loopy was up there. I figured he had a reason to. So I'm feeling. They said that you could disconnect the anchors. Not really getting a. Do we get him to swing? Video game it? No. I see. For whatever that does for me. Do we have a use for you? Ringing the bell drew his attention. Oh. Press the button. So, I'm not sure. Something changed here. I just don't know to what effect or purpose that he now has a black whirlpool. I mean, he's definitely freaked out by the bell, but I'm not sure what that's doing for me. Huh. Ow. Can Loopy read the instructions for me? Doesn't look like it. Where did he go? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing what makes things do what, but I don't know what I'm trying to do. Because my assumption is that, is there anything that I can touch on the outside of this? Ow. Because, like, what it kind of implied was that I need to do something with the anchors, but I don't know what. Yeah, because like I'm seeing the pieces being that hitting the bell gets the tyrant to leave me alone for a while. Of course, Loopy resets the ooze, and of course, Blacklight on him moves the clock hands. Radio seems to be a no. Okay. Oops, nope. What is it? Huh? Oh, it even pauses his projectile just mid-throw. Yeah, because whatever needs to be done with these anchors, I can't do physically. Huh. I did see exposed piping over here, which I don't know if that means anything. And then is it hitting a bell that disperses whatever he's got going on in the middle? It is. I thought I had him distracted by a bell. Okay. The only other things at my disposal are guns, which I don't exactly see guns as a way to do this. We can always try. Yeah, that does freak him out. Respawns this guy. Oh, I can just walk off the edge. It's like we could die here. Like I haven't figured anything out. I think I would like to look at the notes again. It'll probably let me do that if I die. Yeah, let's do that. No? Swing and a miss. Let's, yeah, we're... Swamp Death. That was faster. Let's, check this out again. So, Source Throne adapted for drainage. The use generated accumulates around it. Tower synchronization mechanism for ooze drainage. Hang on a second. So let's see. UV lights to accelerate the consumption of potential. Okay. They are support anchors. We do have the clock. The clock definitely is like what we need. What we need to figure out what to do with it. Okay. Huh. And of course, we'll go for the... Spotlights to prevent rusting and breakage of the long-term support. Ah ha 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 ha. So if the clock hands got in the way of the lights, and then you UV light... Got it. I think I understand. I'm kind of surprised they give bullets here. Because I think these enemies precisely have had, like, no use for bullets. I see.
Hello? Are you alright? What? What's going on with you?
Yeah, he's
Loki, we have to do something.
definitely damaged. Definitely. So yeah, I think I understand. Let's... Not quite. Oh, nope. That's no good. But yeah, I think we've got a decent idea of what we need to do here. Then at some point we're gonna trigger the bell naturally. Yeah, we need to get him off my case. I thought we'd be able to just negotiate him, but yeah, that doesn't seem so reasonable. What? Okay. So what we need is to drain the ooze. Then we get our black light. So, like, I wonder if we're done with any part of this, but we're definitely on the right track with it. Not quite. Oops, wrong. Don't crouch, get rid of views. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And we've already compromised the strength of each of these, so maybe? What happened to the one that broke over here? Just that the chain is off. Gotcha. Come on. Okay. Oh, maybe too much. Okay, he's melting. We also need to hit a bell. Come on. Come on. I think we got him. Oh, Diogo. Oh, and we conveniently trapped the tyrant in the process. Defeat the Ooze tyrant. Sick. What about you, Diogo?
It's over. I'm free.
You've had it rough, buddy. It's been 20 years.
Are you?
Man. Loopy's back. Yeah.
I don't know what happened either.
Yeah. Okay. Underground access. Oh. Hang on. Underground access. Does that mean this is a key card? No? What do we get from doing this? Because I was just thinking about this, that there was one pretty much like this outside the cathedral, presumably Callisto's. Oh. We do have an activate. Perfect. So, I imagine we could slide this out? Maybe? Can we do that? Huh. So I don't know what this means to me. Huh. I mean, like, it's small to large spirals. But I'm not sure what it is, what this item is. Is it a card, like an access card? Because it kind of looks like it could be one. Although it's very old and warped and peeling. Perhaps looking too close. Enough that you could see the background through it. Huh. I mean, yeah, that's something. Anything from this guy? Okay. Which this, yet again, leads us to the question of why did we do that? I mean, it's good that we got him out of his, like, eternal hell that he was in. But the more pragmatic question is, what do we get out of it, other than, like, Diego's access card, which I don't quite understand why we would want that. Or why we don't take it with us. Well, I can't open the map in here. So, we've made progress. I don't know what that progress is, but we've made progress. Like, really, it's, quite strange to me. Let's try our different lights. Yeah. Well, even a black light won't bring him to life again. And it looks like just like solidifying the ooze more or less lets me get out of here. I was thinking I might find something on the edges, but it's really not looking like it. What happens if we press this button now? We can't. Okay. And I don't imagine that that crystal meant much of anything other than that a light was shining through it. Yeah. Yeah. No ghosts? No ghosts about? Oh, you know what? Maybe. Maybe the ooze outside has dried up. Like, there's definitely, like, the pools near the library. I mean, we definitely got ooze to spare. Like, just in puddles. But did we? I mean, I think a good talk with Agatha may help. Nope, we good. We're not going to talk about that we destroyed the tyrant. But I do want to check our other rooms. Ow. Yeah, okay, that's just radio detecting the radar dish. Okay, you're still around. I kind of hoped against hope that they would just be gone. But without the tyrant, none of them pose much of a threat. I mean, we've got the ooze, like pretty much the ooze pit by the library, and we also had the ooze outside the castle. Okay. But yeah, once again, we're confronted with the question of why did we do that? What was our goal? Because we want to see an outcome somewhere. So, because like the source in the clock towers were supposed to be pumping ooze to the to presumably the molds that were out there. So we're definitely going to check out the outside. We just want to check all of our interior rooms first, just to make sure that we're not overlooking something. Okay, that's our bathroom. Because like we still haven't hit the big one, which was I think like at least for me, the reason that I chose to go to the castle in the first place was a means to bring ooze to the graveyard, and that just hasn't happened just yet. However, the yeah, let's heal up then. However, the thought that came to mind is that, of course, we read lots of notes and stuff about them wanting to make things using the molds outside, and then to bring what they make to the fissure. So we should probably check where the molds are. So, let's see, I think we've mostly got our... Anywhere, we haven't gone to the basement. I don't know that there was anything in the basement that would reasonably be affected by this. We can check. Oh, now that I think about it, it makes sense a bit that if we got all the clocks stopped, then the bell would stop ringing and the ooze zombies would stop respawning. I think maybe a move if we no longer have a reason for them to be synchronized. Hey, the two of them won't even let us go down to the dungeon anymore, and they keep taking us one by one. There are fewer and fewer of us here. When will it be enough? I wonder if we'll try to escape. I heard that some agents were going to try. Okay. Have you been beaten enough? All right. Yeah. We got you. But yeah, was there anything in here that would have benefited from the paranormal flashlight? Yeah, that is still a flesh mound. Yeah, don't like that. Because maybe I'm maybe I'm dreaming it up, but I thought we read something somewhere about if the ooze stopped being generated, somewhere would dry up. Yeah, we gotcha. Yeah, we've been fairly thorough with this. Yeah. Okay, but we're definitely going outside. Yeah. See if any of the things that I just described do play. Uh-huh. Yeah, so we're gonna go down down here, over here, through the kitchen, up here, and oh shoot. You're significantly more threatening with the black light on. Yeah. Yeah, so this was... Okay, so that's a one-way door. Yeah, we should... Because we've gone through there twice now. Yeah. But we can get there easily enough through the side door. If we have reason to. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna getcha. Nope. Yeah. So, really in the, so the other thing thinking about going forward here is with the Crystal Cave, then, I mean, the main deal there is there were two smaller enemies that we did take out today. Good stuff. But there's also the Goliath. And I wonder what his deal is. Like, in the sense of, like, do we need to handle him? Because we get the idea both by the maps and by the notes that that getting him into the containment space seems to be the move. But once again, just like here, why would we do that? What are we aiming to do? Yeah, let's just walk over here ourselves. Turn this boy on. So, let's see. The other thing here is that, yeah, just thinking out loud here, that, well, that's what, okay, we just walked into the swamp. Was there another generator, or is that just a barrier? Yep, and you're back. Probably good, yeah. Give them 3 or 4 whacks while they're in stop time. Yeah. Yeah, we go down here. That is still running, so that did persist. So I wonder if there's anything to be gained by using our different lights around these molds. Yeah, the thing's working on turbo speed. But yeah, I think that's just the end of where it hardens. Which now that we've more or less got I think it's room 6 in the crystal mines working, then yeah, if we've got room 6 working, then we should be able to fully utilize the control room there. Yeah, I'm still not completely sure where it spits you out when you save your game. What? Oh, the door wasn't even open, buddy. But yeah, I'm just gonna do what I've done every time and just finish in the underground, because we've reached more or less what I'm going to get done today. But yeah, I'm actually quite pleased that we've made reasonable progress today. To what end, I still don't know, but we'll figure it out. Because I think the shortcut back to the underground was in the library tower. Yeah. Yeah, there's a shortcut. Because for both Callisto and now for Diogo, they both had like things that would be like maybe key cards, but they don't use key cards. What if I just make a spiral? Because, like, you know, his card thing did have... Yeah, no. At least no obvious spiral pattern there. Yeah, I'm just curious, because we've seen one of those for Callisto, and we've seen one for Diogo now. Unless this was Diogo's. Blue. red. White was Veritas. Green. That's probably one of the likes. So whose was blue? I mean, I may have just assumed that red was Spiral Castle. But let's follow our spiral logic here as well. Of course, it's possible that I have like the wrong direction of spiral in mind. But also, also to conclude, we will go see Agatha and Samuel as well to see if you know, they have anything at all to say about what we've done. Nope, that's not what we want. Yeah, no, I think we're cool. Don't need to tell. Yeah, don't need to tell Agatha about our epic fight with the with the ooze tyrant. Yeah, nothing. All right. Yeah, so as far as the narrative or what anybody has to say, that didn't happen. So no, it's been a good time. We are going to close our game. Yeah, main menu. And then we're going to close the game. And I will meet you over in chatting space. Hello! Welcome back to chatting space. This has been Enigma of Fear, and I feel better about this game after this episode. I think that I think the last time I was feeling a little defeated because, well, the things that I wanted to do I wasn't executing, and wasn't, and of course, like a lot of this stuff, no confirmation that I know what I'm doing until I do it. Yeah, so we got both of our Crystal Blood zombies, so rematch completed there. Then we got we opened the basement door at the Spiral Castle. We opened and synchronized the 3 clock towers, and we also beat the Ooze Tyrant. So all of those were feats in themselves. I will be going on my road trip, and I will stream again on Monday. I will try to put out a schedule before leaving tomorrow. And if I don't put a schedule out and you happen to somehow stumble across the end of this, I think that Monday I will be... if I feel like I have enough thoughts, then I'll talk about the seasonal anime that I see over the weekend, because we're probably going to watch a lot of first episodes. I think one stream of Maid Cafe on Electric Street would do it for completion. Journeyman, I don't know how to gauge our progress there, but I think that 1, maybe 2 streams, unless I get stuck again. Which, that's always a possibility when you're in a game that has puzzles that you may or may not figure out immediately. And Enigma of Fear, I will say that in a lot of ways, the Spiral Castle feels like I've completed the content there, but I could be wrong. But as it feels right now, I don't see anything there that I think that the only thing there that isn't interactable that I don't know what it does is like the only thing we got out beating the Ooze Tyrant is Diogo's underground pass. But maybe we'll come to a reason to find those later. I mean, I just remember offhand that that Diogo's had 4 spirals increasing in size. That Callisto's had 4 geometric shapes, but fairly basic geometric shapes. Just not sure what those mean. And like, you know, my thought here, because there's been no other like mention of the keypads in the underground since Verity's getting into Verity's door, that these notes or these underground passes, the clues on those are probably clues for getting in their doors. That's how I see it at the moment. But yeah, it's been fun, it's been real, and Honi Hachiman is out for the weekend. Wish me luck on driving, because I'm going to try to have fun. Alright, so see you guys later. Bye.